I'm going to go ahead and start recording, and we are going to get this going. All right. Can you guys see my slides? Very good. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the team call. If you don't know me, I see a couple new faces. Steph?
Is the damnedest.
I see you on here. My name is Deidra, and I am the creator of Forever Fit, and it looks like we have a good amount of people on here. I'm really excited to have you all here today. We have a good topic because I think this topic is something that we all can benefit from, including myself, which is why I decided to do this. I know we have a lot of teachers on our team, and going back to school and just having our kids everywhere.
About time management.
Get tough. If you guys can mute yourself, awesome. That way we don't hear a lot of background noises. But yeah, I know a lot of us have kids. We have things going on, so it's nice to just get a hold of ourselves a little bit and start really focusing on managing our time. That way we can be better at our jobs, be better at our life in general with our families, and just be successful all around. So today's call, time management. Before we get into time management, I'm going to go ahead and go over our rank advancements and shout outs because it looks like we have a lot of success going around here on the team. So we have some new rank advancements this week. We have Angela, I'm not going to say this right, Cohendorfer is Emerald, Sylvia Guardiola is Emerald, Brandy Patton is Emerald, and Miranda Gentry is Emerald. So way to go, ladies. That is awesome. That is like the first stepping stone in your business. When you are reaching Emerald and you're signing up, one person on your left side and one person on your right side. If you're not sure what I'm talking about with the legs, make sure you go in the back office and do your training. Guys, if you could please mute yourself, that way we don't have background noise and I can't hear you guys talking, because there's going to be people that are listening to the recording and I just want to make sure that there's not a whole lot of background noise. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. Next, we have our top producers, and how I get the top producers. These are coaches on our team that has volume from their customers and their personal orders. So a good goal to have for volume is people shoot for 500. There's 500 and there's 1,000 that people like to set goals for. And this just means that you're changing lives. You're getting people on board. You're running challenge groups and you're getting them involved, and they are purchasing from you. It's not all about selling. That's why I like to say it's about changing lives and, bringing new people in every single month. If they're customers that are already under you and they are still purchasing their Shakeology every month, that counts as well as your volume. So at the very, very top, we have Beth Bird at 825. That is amazing. We have Alicia Smith rocking it at 807. Megan Blinka at 750. Michelle Krill at 555. Rika Howarth at 540, Kellen McCullough at 510, Maya Miller at 480, Sarah Griffith at 473, Cheryl Isola at 450, Janice Gibson at 450, Michael Gowan at 375, Rachel Perez at 375, Rochelle Tedis at 375, Melissa Brown at 352, Lauren Penrose at 330, Gia Ramos at 315, and Lindsay Callis at 305. Way to go. All right. Next, I'm going to get into our Success Club. So since it's the very beginning of the month, I am going to give a huge shout out to those who made it to Success Club 5 and 10 this past month. That's a huge accomplishment. There are a lot of coaches that it's their first month in this business and they're already hitting Success Club 5. Getting people on board as a coach, getting people on board in their challenge groups. So it's really, really exciting. There's a ton of coaches on here. So at Success Club 10, we have Brianne Schaefer at 30. We have Regan Long at 25, Megan Blinka at 23, Kelly Doherty at 21, Misty Valentine at 18, Christy Henniger at 16, Justine Matzak at 14, Alicia Gray at 14, Caitlin Hawley at 14, Maya Miller at 14, Tara Lorson at 14, Gia Ramos at 13, Val Augustine at 12, Kayla Mays at 12, Kim Minto at 12, Terry Long at 12. That is Reagan's husband. Mind you, she had 25 and then he had 12. Like, that's amazing. Lauren De Palma, I had to shout that out. Lauren De Palma at 12, Cheryl Isola at 12, Laura Bird at 12, Lauren Penrose at 11, Aaron Trail at 11, Michael Gowan at 10, Erica Ellis at 10, Jade Emhoff at 10, and Cheyenne Barton at 10. That is awesome. There's tons of names there. And then Success Club 5, I have to shout you guys out real quick. Anna Woods at 9, Heather Rotz at 8, Sarah Griffith at 8, Michaela Mueller at 8, Nicole Dahl at 8, Karina Cothran at 8, Kellen McCullough at 7, Heather Geiger at 7, Cassidy Cost at 7, Jordan Moran at 6, Michelle Krill at 6.
Come back on.
Can you guys mute yourself, please?
Okay. Sorry.
Samantha Malik at 6, Kayla Rommel at 6, Vanessa McLaughlin at 6, Melissa Chavez at 6, Jackie Snell at 6, Brandy Patton at 6, Rachel Padolka at 6, Jennifer Franklin at 6, Marky Wolf at 6, Maria Brensler at 6, Alicia Smith at 6, Sarah Johnson at 6, Natalie Huggins at 6, Ashley Roberts at 6, Amanda Stossel at 6, Maggie Zimmerman at 6, Tiffany Miller at 6, Beth Bird at 5, Sherry Wild at 5, Lindsay Callis at 5, Briar Willis at 5, Kim Carr at 5, Melissa Gosper at 5, Jamie Woolfolk at 5, Brandon Hawley at 5, and Janice Gibson at 5. Whoa. Our team is growing. That is awesome. All right. So if you guys are like, what the heck is Success Club? I'm a new coach. I just came onto this team. What's going on? Success Club. You get points for every time you sell a challenge pack to a customer or a coach, and Shakeology and Home Direct. So you get 2 points per challenge pack when you sign up a customer or a coach. As long as they get a challenge pack, that includes the workout program, the nutrition guide, and the Shakeology and Home Direct. You get 2 points. Max per person you get is 2 points per person. So if you get 2 points for, someone named Rachel 1 month, that next month, you're not going to get 2 points from Rachel. It starts all over. You have to find a new person. And that's what's awesome about it, is you have to keep helping people. And that's the point of, this business. And then for every Shakeology Home Direct order, you get 1 point. So if someone purchases Shakeology one-time order, they do not give you a point, and they also have to pay $13 extra in shipping. So if someone wants to sign up as a customer and they want to get Shakeology and they say, I just want to try it because I'm not sure I'm going to like it, I say, that's okay. I'm going to still sign you up in Home Direct because I'm going to save you $13. And if you are so 110% sure that you don't want the next shipment of Shakeology, send an email tomorrow and say you want to cancel it. And you still save $13 and you still get a point for yourself. So it's like a win-win. So for people who are coming into this business, they want to be successful. They have financial goals. They have recognition goals that they want to rank advance. Success Club 5 should be non-negotiable for any working coaches who are trying to build a business. So if you're thinking, how do I get Success Club 5? Help 3 people. Get 3 people into your challenge group, and that is 2 points per person per challenge pack. 3 people get you to Success Club 6 without a problem. All right. So 3 lives changed, Success Club 5 every month minimum. If you really want to take off and you're like, I need to, retire my husband, or I want to be a stay-at-home mom, or I want to make up for my full-time job, Success Club 10 should be something that you should be shooting for. It should be non-negotiable. And I know it sounds scary, but honestly, if you can dedicate yourself and put the time into inviting and really focusing on helping people, you should have no problem hitting Success Club 10. The more people you invite, the better chance you have of helping somebody. All right, our monthly promotions for the month of September. We have the PIO Challenge Pack on sale for $140. It's regularly $160. So they're saving $70 altogether. This is great because a lot of people have back problems. They have knee problems. They need the low impact workout and they don't want something high intense because those workouts scare them, this is a perfect way to get them set up with PiYo because it is low impact. You don't have to have a lot of time to put into it. And it's not going to kill your back. It's actually going to help you, and it's going to help you gain strength and flexibility, but also help with toning. Then we have the 3-day refresh challenge pack was extended for $140. Perfect, because there's a lot of people that say, I already have a fitness program, or I don't want a fitness program. I like working out at the gym. Okay, that's perfect. I'm still going to help you save money and get more for your money than just getting Shakeology alone, because nutrition is 80% of your results, of your weight loss, whatever you're trying to do. Nutrition is focus. A 3-day refresh is going to be a great way to jumpstart your nutrition and to help you get started on that regimen that you need. Help take away the bloating, take away the toxins that you throw in your body with eating fast food, ice cream, cake like I did the other day, and all that good stuff. So 3-day refresh, especially for people who don't want a fitness program. That's okay. Get them the challenge pack. They're paying $10 more than Shakeology itself, and you get 2 Success Club points. I am seriously all about Success Club. Like, you need it. You need to get it. All right. And then the PiYo Kickstart Challenge Pack is also on sale, which is the 3-day refresh with the PiYo fitness program. So you get the refresh in there with it. And it's a perfect time for us to talk about the 3-day refresh because Labor Day is coming up. Is it Labor Day or Memorial Day? Labor Day, right? It's Labor Day. Okay, cool. People eat junk food. They have parties. They have cookouts. So you can promote the 3-day refresh. Get them back on board. Get them in a challenge group. Have like a little 7-day clean eating group and require Shakeology and promote the 3-day refresh. This is like perfect for people. Or you can do a 30-day clean eating group, however you want to do it. But it's a great time to promote the 3-day refresh. And people who earn Success Club 5 or more has a chance to earn like a huge gift that Beachbody is giving us. So you get the P90X base kit, P90X 2 base kit, and the P90X Plus series. That is a retail value of $299. That's like a lot of stuff. Whether you want to use it or not, you can give it to a family member, you can give it to a spouse, you can give it away as a prize for a challenger who's doing really good in their weight loss. Like, that's a huge gift that you can get and a great way to promote another workout program for yourself. All right, next we have the Push to Diamond. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about it a few times. I've made a video on it, but I want you guys to know if you are Emerald or above, you have the opportunity to participate in this. What it is, I'm trying not to make it as much of a push group, and I know I keep calling it that, but it's going to be a 6-week group where we are giving each other daily accountability and support so we can get help with our time management, getting into the habit of doing those 3 vital behaviors. And how we're going to do that is we're going to read the 30-day push. That's going to be one of the personal development books that we are going to focus on. And the book is not hard to do at all. It's actually really, really, really easy. But it's getting into those daily habits, which sometimes can be the hardest thing to do. It also can be the easiest thing to do, however you want to look at it. But we are doing a $20 buy-in. So everyone who participates who does the $20 buy-in has a chance at the end of the 6 weeks, if they reach their goal of Diamond, gets that money in the money bag. All right. There's 60 people in it right now. Do the math. That's a lot of money. I'm not going to do the math right now because I'm really bad at math, but it's a lot of money. I know we hit $1,000 at 50 people. So yeah, that much more. Can you guys please mute yourself? I hear a little kid and it's not mine. All right, cool. Thanks. And I just pressed another button. Crap. Can you guys see my screen still? Can you guys see this? Okay. Let's move on. All right. Next, we have our Beachbody Back to Basics training. I was talking to one of my coaches today, and they actually told me about this training that I totally looked past in my email. And I passed it by because I have my own training, and I just didn't pay attention. But now that I see it, it's an amazing opportunity. Guys, please mute yourself. Please, please, please. All right. So what this is, it's a Coach Basics that Beachbody has given a curriculum for people who want to rank advance to Emerald in the first 30 days and who want to hit Success Club. So it's teaching you the basics just like we do in a different way with their own wording. But if you register, you actually have a chance to win daily and monthly prizes, including an iPad mini, which is kind of cool. The winners each week will be announced on the National Wake Up Call. And if you do want to register for that, you guys have to do it yourself. The FAQ is 3707. So you would just go in the back office, go under FAQs, type in that number, and the Beachbody Back to Basics training will show up for you. So you can click on the links and get yourself registered. I am going to make a group for it, and I am going to give the daily posts that are needed. So you guys can follow along in that. I just don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much, because I know with my new coaches, I already have them doing the Forever Fit Academy in the team website. If you are okay and you want to do both, that's fine. If you want to register and follow my training that's in the team website, you still have a chance to win prizes. If you want to do both, that's fine. If you only want to do the Back to Basics training with Beachbody, that's cool too. I will definitely make sure that I am doing the post for you guys. That way you have the ability to win prizes. Because I know I would register for something so I could win a prize. I mean, it is kind of cool. All right. Awesome. And the next thing is we have something new coming out. I am excited about it, although I'm going to totally admit to you guys that I haven't even tried it yet. And I do have access to it. It is my challenge group tracker. So this is an app that's launching in the fall, coming up soon, that is for our challengers to get everything we give in a challenge group. So instead of going onto Facebook, they'll download an app that is free, and it will you're giving them daily accountability and support to help them reach their goals. And you can use it through an Android or an iPhone. So right now, the Elite, Premier, and 5-star Diamond coaches and coaches who earn Success Club in August should have access to try this tracker out. I am going to try it. I actually just registered to try it today. So tomorrow, I'm going to get it set up and add a couple people to it, and we're going to see how it goes. And if you have any questions, you can let me know. But I think I'm gonna try to add some people to it. Has anyone who earned Success Club in the last month, have they gotten an email about it? No? Okay. I'll have to check on that and see. Okay. Most of you guys didn't. Okay. All right. Cool. Does anyone have any questions right now? All right, cool. So we are going to go ahead and get started on time management, because it is important. And I know that is one thing when people struggle with time management, they fall off because they feel like they don't have time to do it. You know, they have other things going on in life. And I want you guys to know that we all have the same 24 hours in a day. We're all busy, but it's going to be depending on how you want to use your time is going to make the difference between your success or your failures. So this is just a little quote that I got from Napoleon Hill. It says, "There is one quality that one must possess to win, and that is the definiteness of purpose, the knowledge of what one wants, and a burning desire to achieve it. If you want something bad enough, you can make anything happen." And I say that all the time, but it's true. If you want something, if you want to be successful, you are going to commit and you are going to set time aside for that. Just like people set time aside to go tanning and to get their nails done and to get their hair did, to do all this other fun stuff. Guys, can you mute yourself? I wish I knew how to mute everyone.
Hey Deidra, can you click on the participants thing? Does it say like mute all up there? Because I think it does on mine. I'm not sure. I can't mute everyone, but I don't know if you can.
Well, I just looked at you alone. Hold on, where am I at?
Like down at the bottom, participants.
maybe I have to stop screen share because I don't have that right now.
Oh.
Hold on. Ah, crap. I'm going to stop sharing for a second. All right, participants, mute all. There we go. All right. Thank you, Ashley. You're a rock star. All right. I'm going to share the screen again. Can you guys see? Yes. Okay, perfect. Why time management? Why do you want to be able to manage your time better? Because it will relieve stress. You will have a better home life. You will feel a better sense of accomplishment, and you will have more success. And I know those are like really simple things that you're like, duh, but we don't think about them all the time. We don't realize how much, being good or bad at our time management will affect our lives. And it's not just this business. I'm not trying to do this just for your business. I want you guys to have success all around in your life. And how you manage your time is going to affect every aspect of your life. So I want you guys to be interested in learning how to be better at managing your time. And if you have a desire to do it, oh crap, I'm already getting started. All right, scratch that. I'm going to talk about the 4 Ds. So this is a call that I was doing my personal development, and it was from Brian Tracy, and he talked about the 4 Ds with time management. So the first one was, I was already opening my mouth, is desire. So you must have a desire to be effective at time management. If you want to do it, you'll do it, just like anything else in life. Like I said, I say it all the time, and I'll probably keep saying it all the time because it's true. Number 2, decision. You must make a decision that you will become an expert at time management. Honestly, it's hard to become an expert. It's going to take practice, practice, practice all the time. Number 3, discipline. You must discipline yourself to do the daily activities and practice them over and over and over again and get good at time management. And then number 4 is determination. You must have the determination to persist. And when you persist, you have the determination to keep going until you become good at it. And again, those are simple little words that we don't think about it, but you have to have a desire. If you don't have a desire, you're not going to be good at something. And you have to make the decision to be disciplined and be determined to do it. And then it will happen. All right. So next, he talked about the keys to psychology and time management. And I picked the top ones that I feel we can benefit from hearing about. So the first one is recognizing that your time equals money. And guys, I'm not saying that everything's about money, but to an extent, you need your money to be happy. So recognize that your time equals your money, and your money equals your time, and it equals your life. So time plus money equals happiness. And it's important to be happy in every aspect of our lives. All right? So be happy with our family, be happy financially so we can provide more, and also have more time for spiritual and personal growth. And it is important for that. And, whenever Brian Tracy talked about this, he's actually, in this whole personal development video that he did, it's talking about how you can save 2 hours a day every day in your life. And honestly, if you think about it, I'm sure right off the bat, there's a couple things that you can think of that, okay, I don't have to do this. I could do this instead of this, and it'll make my time more efficient. It'll make my life better. So that's what he did. 2 hours a day. Believe it or not, you could be more effective in your life. All right, so the next one, self-image. The way you see yourself determines your external performance, which will follow. All right. So I want you guys to look at the people that you see and that you respect, who you think is really, really good at time management, even in the business aspect. And I want you to start looking at what they're doing. Look at the daily activities. Look at how they're posting and start taking on those characteristics and traits. I'm not saying for you to be like them or be them, but take on those characteristics because you are following them for a reason. You're respecting them for a reason. So you want to take over those characteristics so you can be good at it as well. The next one, self-esteem. As you get better with time management, your self-esteem will increase and you will become better, happier, and more successful. The next one, see yourself as a poor time manager. And I know that sounds kind of ridiculous, but when you know you're good at something, sometimes we convince ourselves that we don't have to learn it anymore because we're there, we're good, we already know it. But if you can act like you don't know much about it, it will make you become hungrier for more knowledge. It will make you want to learn that skill. All right, the next one, and I kind of already touched base on this, but when he talks about gaining 2 hours a day, so imagine that you gain 2 hours a day, which equals roughly 10 hours a week if you're thinking about a 5-hour work week. Ask yourself what you would do with that time that you have. So the more clear you are about what you would do with that time that you're saving, the more likely you will engage in those activities that are also going to save you time. So I want you guys to decide why you want that extra time, whether it's for your family, whether it's to be more successful in your work. But the more you want that time, the better why you have, the bigger why you have, the more intense your desire is going to be, and the more likely you will learn that skill. All right, the next one is remember the difference between failures and successes. And successes are when you're productive and you're using your time well. You're doing your daily activities that you need to do. Failures, believe it or not, failures work the same hours as successes do. People who are successful, I should say, but they're less efficient because they're doing so many other things in between. They're not laser focused, and that has such a huge impact on our business and on our lives. So Facebook scrolling, that's a huge one. Getting on the TV and watching a TV show while you're in the middle of inviting, and then you stop inviting because, there's something good on TV, like The Bachelor or, the Kardashians. Because I know if I have the TV on, I'm going to stop and watch it. And then phone calls. From my own personal experience, I am going to admit to you that I started to go backwards in my business. And I was mad at myself because it was 6 months maybe, and I wasn't seeing a jump in my volume. I wasn't doing as well as I wanted to, hitting Success Club. I felt like my business was just sucking, all right? And I realized when I got on a call with my upline coach, Melanie, and I talked to her, she made me realize what I was doing activity-wise that was making me more productive with my business. But then I realized what I was doing that was not helping my business. And I'm throwing it out there. It was calls with my friends. I would just sit there on calls with my friends and just talk about, how the day's going. Talk about shopping and just breathing on the phone. Not even talking, but just on the phone. Yeah, it was ridiculous. So I realized what I had to do, and I had to disconnect from that, and I had to put myself back to where I needed to be in my business because I knew that if I continued doing that, it was going to get me nowhere. So one thing that Brian said here was, you will always be paid for what you produce. And that's so true. Laser focus and do the activities, because if you do those activities that are needed, the vital behaviors, you are going to produce more. You're going to have a bigger team. You're going to grow. You're going to be more successful. You're going to see higher income. You're going to see higher volume. So if you want to earn and produce more, you must spend your time on those activities that will give you the results. So just a couple things that I kind of already hit on. If you're struggling with time management and you are one of those people like me who frequently see squirrels while they're trying to work, do yourself a favor. Turn off your cell phone. Put it on silent. One thing that I do, although I do have my phone by me a lot and I have a ton of notifications, put it upside down so you can't see it light up. So you can't hear it go off. Keep it on silent and turn it upside down. I guarantee you it will make a huge difference for your business. Because instead of taking that 10 minutes to invite people, but every minute you're picking up your phone to see who did a note, like who posted in your group, who sent you a message that's interested in a challenge pack. Guys, you can laser focus on those daily activities for that 10 minutes without interruption. You will get so much more done. And you know what? Those people who are messaging you that are wanting help, and I know you're really excited to close that sale and you're excited to get them signed up as a coach, but I promise you they're going to be there in 10 minutes when you're done inviting. I promise. They're not going to go anywhere. If you have family time, don't interrupt your family time to answer them, because they're going to be there as long as you're not taking over 24 hours. If it's over 24 hours, you probably need to respond to them. But other than that, they're going to be there. And your coaches and your challengers will respect you. They're going to respect you for keeping your business, and your family time, your family time. And if they don't respect you, they're not the right people for your team or for your challenge group. And the great thing about it is you can pick people on your team. You can pick who you work with, who's on your team. Pick people who will respect you. And, you know, those people will understand that you have a family and that you have other things going on in your life, that your life is not just Beachbody. And I want you guys to know that your life is not just Beachbody. You have other things in your life that are very important, and you need to separate all of those things. All right. And next we have, what do we have next? Motivation. The key to motivation is achievement. When you achieve something, you are motivated, you are excited, and it makes you want to do more of it. And I just talked to one of my coaches, Brandy, today. She's on the call, and she went Emerald, and she is like, bam, I'm not stopping now. I'm going to keep going because I'm Emerald now. And it was my first big stepping stone in my business. And now she's pumped. She's excited. And it makes you want to do it again. And when you do it again, you build that momentum. And when you build that momentum, you're building a team. When you're building a team, you're building volume. When you're building volume, you're building income. You get it? Motivation builds momentum. It's the key to achievement. Next, time management is a skill. Guys, guess what? Any skill is learnable, just like riding your bike. If you practice every day at it, you will get it. You will become good at it, but you have to do it every day and not stop. Don't lose that momentum. Which brings me to every day when you practice, guess what, guys? It takes 21 days to create a habit. 21 days, that's all. You know, kind of like what we teach our challengers. It takes 21 days to create a habit. Get into a habit with your business. Get into the habit with doing those 3 vital behaviors every single day. Once you create that habit, you're going to come to a point where it feels weird not to do it, and you need to do it to feel like you're on track with life. And that's when you know you have a habit down. And that's when you're going to build momentum and you're going to keep it going. And last but not least, time management is your key to your future. All right? Everything you do right now is going to take you in the direction to your future. So make sure those activities you're doing now is going to change. It's going to make an impact on your business. It's going to make an impact on your family. It's going to make an impact on your life. And that's when you see the success. Do those little things now. They're easy to do, but they're easy not to do. Make the choice to do them and just get it over with. Because I know when you first start, it's a little bit hard to get started, just like waking up in the morning to work out. But after you can get into the habit, it's going to be great, and you're going to feel good. You're going to feel motivated. You're going to feel a sense of accomplishment, and you're going to feel successful. All right. I just talked a lot and fast, didn't I? Did I talk fast? No. All right, cool. So does anyone have any questions there? All right, cool. So the last thing that I want to talk about, guys, and this is huge with time management. This is something that I've been doing for a while. I'm not going to lie. There are months where I don't do it, but when I do it, I am so successful. I feel good about it. I know what's going on. I have a good plan down. My goals are set. Making a schedule. Does anyone set a schedule and plan out their months or week? It's easy not to do. And like I said, I sometimes fall off track with it too. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But if you can make a schedule for yourself and literally plan out what you're doing at what time, you're going to be successful. Guys, treat it like you're treating your own job. Would you be late to your job? No, your boss is going to yell at you. All right, so I used to be late all the time for my job. For the most part, most people are not late for their job. Like I said, I'm going to be late for my own funeral. Literally, I am late for everything. I even was late for my kid's doctor's appointment today. Like everything, I'm late. That's just me. But I'm working on it, and I'm not going to give up. And that's the biggest thing is as long as you keep trying every day, it's going to happen one day. It's going to be good. All right, so making a calendar for yourself. One thing that I learned, who did I learn this from? Jeremy Red. He works with the 10 to 15 stars in the Eastern region. No, I think he works with them everywhere. Anyways, he's huge with corporate. He spoke at Summit. He taught me about making a schedule for myself and planning out my time so I had better time management. So what you do is you pick the 4 to 5 areas in your life for topics that you have on a daily basis that you need to manage your time with. So if you have a job other than Beachbody, that's one area. Your family life, that's another area. And then there's 2 for your business. All right. This is where I started to get confused, and I realized once I separated the 2, it helped my business. The one is my business, my own business, and the other is organizational, which is your team building. Because you have to separate your own personal business from your team. Okay? Oh, and then the last one is me time. And I know a lot of people forget that, like I almost just did, because you don't get a lot of it. It's just not something we do. We give our time to our families. We give our time to working, and we fail to take care of ourselves. And if you fail to take care of yourself, that is going to hurt you in the long run. It is. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself too, and you're giving yourself time. So when you're ready to go back at it, you're ready to go. All right. So every day in my calendar, I set the times of my to-do list of my tasks that I need to do to help my business, to help my life, to help my family. And I have to make sure that I have a little bit every day. Okay, I totally have me time only on Sundays. All right. Other than that, I think I do have a little more me time, but I was still writing that part in. So, for instance, I'm going to tell you what I have on my business part, my own business, my workouts, my personal development, working on my blog, doing my invites, doing my follow-ups, doing my YouTube videos. What else do I have on here? I think that's all I have on there. Yes, that is my business. All right. Organizational includes doing my team calls, doing calls for other coaches, doing one-on-one calls with my coaches and my downline coaches, and my calls with corporate. And I think that's all. That's all I have for now. All right, so me time. And you guys don't have to do the same. There are some people, me time could be your workouts. That could be your personal development because that's time that you have for yourself. So me time, I have meal prep. That's my time. I love cooking. That's like my favorite part of the week is just cooking. That's what I do to relieve stress. That's what I do when I have free time. I will make recipes and use it for my business. I know it kind of turns into my business, but I mean, that's just something that I love to do. I'm a cooker. I'm a baker. So that's my me time. All right. It's also shopping because I love shopping. And if you know me, you know I love shopping. And I do that more than once a month. All right. And then what else do we have? Family time. Obviously, family time is family time. So whatever you do with your family, I set aside time every single day for my boys. So when they're home from daycare, they're with me. I'm not doing anything until I'm ready to put them to bed, and then I focus on my work. While they're in school, then I'm focusing on my work. When they're napping, I'm focusing on my work. But there are certain times every single day that I have 5 to 7, no matter what, is with them. When they're not in daycare, my time with them is 8 to 12. And that's just me and them. So make sure that you're giving that to your family because they deserve that. You deserve it and they deserve it too. And it will make your life great and happy and successful. And all right, so the other thing I wanted to say whenever I do these, if you didn't notice, they're color coded. Do you see that? So I color code everything. I like to do that. So like my me time is purple, my work time, my business is pink, my organizational is yellow, and my family time is blue. I used to have a 5th because I was a nurse when I started doing this. And I have them saved whenever I was a nurse and tried to make my schedule out. So if you would like, I can post an example of a working mom working a business along with being a nurse. And then I can show you what I do now that I'm a stay-at-home mom, work from home mom, and I do just this. So that can give you guys an idea of, what daily activities I really focus on to help my business grow. Does anybody have any questions? No? Come on, because I'm done. This was a nice short and sweet call. I'm sure you guys enjoy it being shorter than usual because I take forever, but I'm just trying to get to the point here and hopefully that helps you guys. I know time management's it is the biggest thing. It's going to either make you or break you with your business. One thing that I did want to introduce you guys to, if you have not read this and you struggle with time management, Eat That Frog. Is that by Brian Tracy? Yep, Brian Tracy. He's amazing with time management. Hence, I did his YouTube video today for my personal development. But if you guys do not have that and you need help with it, make sure that you get that book. And if you are Emerald and going to be in the Diamond Push group, you will be getting some of that as well. So Sarah, go ahead. I'm I really wish you asked me a question.
Well, what's the logic behind, because I've heard before to do your calendar in a written physical calendar as opposed to your phone. What's the logic behind that?
Well, because once you have something written down, it's kind of like when you write down your goals. When you see it, you're more likely to do it. And honestly, that's how I've used it, and it's worked really well. When I wasn't writing down what I was doing, I wasn't writing down my daily activities, I wasn't doing them. I found myself just letting them slide by. So, when you write something down, it makes it known that it's something that you need to do, and you don't cross it off until it's done. So.
And you feel like it's better on a physical calendar than in your phone?
Oh, it doesn't matter how you do it. You can do it on pen and paper. I'm a huge pen and paper girl. Literally, I know there are a lot of coaches who use Excel. They do everything on their computer. Literally, I do everything pen and paper. That's just me. Yeah. There's no better way of doing it. computer versus paper. I like to do it this way because I see it and I can physically cross it off. I don't know. I like that. It just makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I have a sense of accomplishment.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
Hey, Deidra.
Hey.
Hey. So how do you go about starting like the YouTube things? Like when you started?
The YouTube, so you would have to create a free YouTube account, which is really easy to do. And that you would have a YouTube channel. So you could make your video, whether it's on your phone or on your computer. I actually make mine now on my computer using Zoom. And all I do is press record and make the video. And then once you're done, it'll save to your documents on your phone. And then when you go to YouTube, it'll say upload and you just find it on your computer and you can make a title for it.
Okay.
Yep.
So how should my first one be? Just introducing myself and what I do? Or, I mean, I don't know.
Well, you're going to be doing a YouTube video in the Diamond Group.
No.
That's going to be one of the first assignments that we're going to do. Did I see anybody? Yes, I will definitely do that, Abigail. Because I want people to see that it's totally possible for you to be a nurse, have kids, and be successful in Beachbody. And I think I was working like 7 to 8 hours a week my first year of coaching. But I realized once I got so far, I had to make a decision. It was either cut my hours back with nursing or not go anywhere with my business. And guys, there's going to be a point in time where you might have to make that decision too. If you want to grow your business, you're going to have to make the decision whether you're okay where you're at in your business and you continue working your job, or you cut your hours back and you grow your business. And I guess it depends on what your goals are personally. But if you don't know what your goals are, I want you guys to really think about those, because that's huge. It's the same thing with time management. You have to write your goals down to know what you want and see what you want to do. And when you write them down, you're more likely to go for those goals. And I have, just to show you, like I said, I'm a paper and person girl, but I also have a whiteboard. Can you guys even see that? Because I don't see myself. Hold on. No, you don't see it. Hold on. That's my little whiteboard there. And that's where my goals are. So I have a goal of hitting Success Club. And I don't have a deadline of, Success Club by the end of the month. I actually have a deadline of Success Club 10 by the 10th, Success Club 20 by the 30th. I have a goal of how many coaches I want to sign up. I have a list of how many coaches I want to hit Success Club. I have a list of my new coaches in my coach training that I want to help get to Emerald and Success Club. I mean, I set a lot of very specific goals. And when you can set specific goals, you can look at them every single day. And every day they're staring at you in the eye. You're like, oh, all right, I got to reach that. But that's what it's about. It's about, goal setting. And then once you set those goals, make those daily activities on your calendar so you know you have to do them. And one thing that I learned from Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, that it was a great book for you guys to read, is put the most important tasks at the very beginning of the day. It's called Eat That Frog. Your frog is the very most important task that is going to make you or break you. So one thing for me, it's getting my workout in, because I know if I'm not sharing my journey, how am I going to help other people? So sharing my journey, doing my workout, and then next was my personal development. Because those are the first things that if I get those done early in the morning, I feel good and I feel successful. So I want you guys to think about what you want to get done that is going to make you feel good at the beginning of your day. Whether it's getting your invites out of the way, getting your workout out of the way, it doesn't matter what it is, but make sure that your most important things are getting done first so you can feel that sense of accomplishment early in the day. And it'll make you want to keep doing it because you're going to feel great about it. All right. Any other questions? Nope. All right. Thank you guys so much for getting on. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great night and rest of the week. All right, guys. See ya.